welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this absolutely adorable little Scarecrow marshmallow s'more using items from the Dollar Tree. These are so cute to set on your autumn-themed tiered trays. Hello friends, I have not filmed in a while, I know that, and I'm sorry. I've been getting a lot of messages from y'all asking if I'm okay, you know, y'all messaging me on Facebook, and yeah, whatever that nasty stomach bug is that I had that was going around, I caught it apparently. I've been in the bed for quite a while. It was just not good. But anyway, I'm setting up now. My gut is killing me, but I'm setting up. YouTube is my livelihood. It is my income. I have to feed my kids, so I have to film. If y'all would, go back and watch some of my older videos. It would help me out tremendously. Maybe share some of my stuff on Facebook. It would help tremendously. But what do I have here? I have a handful of things. I have some of these foam dice from Dollar Tree. I have an adhesive cork sheet, also from Dollar Tree, and I have two different kinds of paint. I have some of this acrylic paint. This came from Walmart. Just your regular apple barrel paint in the color light mocha. Whatever color you would want to use for a Scarecrow, that's what you would use. So I just have that on hand. I also have some of this 3D puffy paint. Now this is just a small bottle. You can get this at Walmart or pretty much any craft store. They have the small bottles and then they have the larger bottles. I just grabbed this one. You use whatever size you want. I was just trying to, woo, Ric Flair, woo! Just trying to keep this craft on the cheaper side today. I also have one of these skewers, very sharp on the end, and the way I like to paint these dice is I just kind of run this down in the center, and that gives us something to hold on to. So now let me open up my paint. Okay, paint is open, and do I want this paintbrush? I don't know. All right, we're going to use this paintbrush, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to paint this dice with 2 or 3 layers of this paint here. Amber, why did you put on so much? I don't know. Okay, friends, so I believe this paint has dried. I did 2 coats. I did 2 coats of this paint. All right, let's try to zoom in just a little bit. Now we're going to go in with this puffy paint. Like I said, this is the puffy 3D paint, just in the color orange. I got this at Walmart. And it's so humid here. It's thundering outside. It's getting ready to rain, thank God. But the humidity can affect how quickly your paint dries, so keep that in mind. Now, I'm just going to start dripping this on sort of like at the edge, and then you want it to run down a little bit. Why am I not painting the face on yet? I like to do the drips first, and then kind of work around that. You don't want to take all your time, you know, painting on a nice little face, and then accidentally let this run down over it, okay? So, you know, with the skewer, it really does help. I can kind of manipulate it a little bit better. But you're just going to take this paint. It's hard to do on camera here. You're just going to squeeze and then bring over and then go down a little bit more. Back up, slowly over, and then down, up, over. Just like that. Okay? So I'm squeezing the paint. And as I'm squeezing, see that little air bubble? As I'm squeezing the paint, just kind of bring it down and then squeeze as you come back up, over, and then down a little bit more. That's going to give you some very nice drips. Go slow with this, okay? Because like you see that little air bubble, I don't have a pen or a needle. Okay, I've got a toothpick over here. You don't want these like little air bubbles here. So I'm just going to pop that with a toothpick and then just very gently take that toothpick and just stroke the paint like that. Just to get it smooth. Let's do that right here. And every now and again, I do take the nozzle bottle, just slam it down like that. Try to get the paint down in the nozzle so that you don't have to contend with so many air bubbles. And then we're just going to do that all the way around. All right, friends, so I believe this paint has dried as much as it's going to dry. It's very humid here right now. Thank goodness we need the rain. But remember what I said about humidity affecting this type of paint. If it's very humid, the paint might take, you know, of course, longer to dry, but it might also be slightly sticky when you're done. Don't worry, it will dry thoroughly and it won't have that tackiness to it. So pick whichever side that you want the face to be on, and I highly suggest instead of just jumping in and painting the face, take a pencil and then just really working with your drips here. Let's pencil in the kind of face that we want, and that's going to take me a second. I'm going to hold it down in my lap and do it. And then after we pencil in the face. We're going to be using these paint markers. I got these at Hobby Lobby, or did I? Was this the Walmart ones? I can't, Hobby Lobby. Yes, these are the Hobby Lobby brand ones. Walmart does have them. Pretty much any craft store will have them. There's an ad in here. Pretty much any craft store will have them. They have medium points and fine points. I wish I had fine points for this, but I only have medium points. But just take note of that on the package when you're buying these, okay? So I'm going to draw on the face. Okay, so I've got the basic shape of the little face drawn here. Can you see that? And now I'm going to take my paint markers, shake these up really well. Every time you use them, shake them up, okay? So now I'm just going to take this and try to so very carefully draw on the face. Why are you not coming off? When you open up your markers, just get you a paper towel, and always, even though I've been using these for a while, I do like to kind of, just blot it a little bit just to get the paint flowing, wipe off the excess so that it doesn't drip everywhere. There is a hair. Oh my goodness. And now we're just going to follow these lines and draw on the face. When you're using paint markers, you want to draw kind of slowly. Give the paint time to flow down to the end. If you don't and you go quickly, sometimes your lines will skip and it's not going to give you the result you're looking for. So I'm going to draw on that mouth, and now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to do the nose and the eyes. So now here's the little face that I've painted on our little friend here. Now I put on some patches. I might put some more on here. I don't know exactly what I want to do with that yet. But anyway, these are some adhesive cork sheets that I got from Dollar Tree. And as you can see, they're fairly thin. But it's okay. We're going to double it up. Why didn't I open this a while ago? Amber, I get on my own nerves. Anyway, this is an adhesive sheet. And what we're going to do, most of the time, I tell y'all, don't worry if your crafts are perfect. Nothing has to be perfect. But with this, you want to try to get it. I don't like using the word perfect when it comes to crafts, but just try to get it as even as possible. But what we're going to do here is have difficulty opening this. Here it is. We're going to take a dice and we're just going to set it here and try to see about how big we need to make this. So then 1, 2, 3. I think a 3-inch square would be fine. Here, let's move it up so y'all can see. I think a 3-inch square would be fine. So I'm going to take a pencil and we're going to mark here on the back where the peel off backing is. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to bring it 1, 2, 3 and just mark it here. And then I'm going to cut out 4 squares. 4, because this is thin. We're going to try to layer them on top of each other, make them just a little bit thicker. Okay, you'll see what I mean here in a second. But anyway, now we're going to cut this out. Okay, so now I have peeled the backing off of this piece here and off of this. This is very sticky. I mean, for a Dollar Tree on this, the adhesive on this stuff is really awesome. But now what we're going to do, try to get these layered as perfectly as possible. So don't really worry about it. But see, what that's going to do now is that's just thickened it up. And this is going to be a lot easier to work with. See, now this is going to be like our little graham cracker that's going to go on top of our s'more here. How cute is that? So now I'm going to cut 2 more pieces and make another one. Now you can see what it's going to look like. And now we're going to take some of this. Where did it go? This raffia that I have here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This stuff. I'm going to cut some pieces, which I already have a few pieces cut over here. And I think I'm just going to glue just a few pieces just to make it look more Scarecrow-like. Stop! For the love of humanity. Just cut a few pieces. Let's see about how long. I don't want this to go really all up on the top because then we have to glue our little pieces on that we made for the graham cracker. But I'm just going to cut a few pieces like this, and so that they won't stick out when you glue them, what I'm going to do is take part of this and just bend it. You want to bend it kind of like at a sharp angle so that when we glue it down like this, you see how it'll kind of hang down, and that looks a little bit better. So I'm going to cut a few pieces and then we're going to glue it down. Now we're just going to place just a little bit of glue right here. Come here. That ain't the one I wanted. Why are you acting this way? Now, don't worry about how long you're cutting this, because, of course, you know, you can go back and you can trim this down however you want to. But I am just going to take this and I'm just going to glue little strands all the way around this, here, there, and everywhere. You glue them where you want them to, as many as you want. I'm probably not going to put a whole lot. Just enough to make it look like a scarecrow. Okay, now that I have glue strings all over me, now what I'm going to do is let's just go back and trim this, because you don't want it so long. Okay, my kid is in there making noise. I'm sorry if y'all can hear that. He's cleaning his room. My kids are good at cleaning their rooms. All right, so I think that's okay now, right? That was like a little scarecrow. So now the only thing left to do, stop it, is glue on our little squares that we cut for our graham cracker, and that's it. This will be done. Let's just try to get it as centered as possible. There we are. And then we're going to put some glue up here. Hello. There we go. That should be good enough. Let's see if there's like a good side or bad side. Yeah, that's the side I wanted. And then just place this on top. Now I'm gonna have to hold this in place because, you know, it's kind of bumpy under there with the hair that we put on. But let me hold this in place and we'll take a look. Okay, here it is. I did add a little bit more paint right here, and that paint is not dry. See if, hold on, let me tap it down in there and look. I'm gonna fill in just right here, and I think I'll put just a little bit more right here, and I'll set that down and let that dry. But anyway, how cute is that? So now here is your little scarecrow marshmallow s'more for your tiered tray. I'm sorry it took me so long to get this video out. Like I said, I'm not feeling well. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. But thank you all for being patient. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media. The links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.